Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're looking at a massive and frankly super exciting shift in student career education. Look, if you've ever felt like the traditional approach of just picking a random job title out of a hat was, well, totally outdated, you are definitely not alone. We're going to explore how modern education is completely reframing this entire process to focus on personal fulfillment, self-discovery, and building a genuinely rewarding life. Okay, let's dive right into this and pull up our map for today's explainer. We're covering 1. The big career question, 2. Designing a fulfilling future, 3. Tech wizards and healers, 4. Defenders and planet protectors, 5. Cultivating your durable skills, and finally, 6. Discovering your unique superpower. So, starting us off with section 1, the big career question, what's work really like? It's literally the ultimate childhood mystery, isn't it? Every single kid looks at the adults around them and wonders, what on earth do grown-ups actually do all day long? To answer that for students today, educators are using a really cool career map of the absolute highest demand jobs in the world, helping them figure out where they naturally fit in. Because we are finally, thankfully, moving way past that old, boring perception that work just means sitting in a chair, staring blankly at a wall for 8 hours a day. No way. The new reality we're teaching students is that work is an actual adventure. It's all about finding exactly where a student's unique passions intersect with what the world really needs. Moving right along to section 2, designing a fulfilling future and finding our educational compass. Here's the crucial thing. Career planning is absolutely not just about identifying a job anymore. It's a structured, ongoing process of self-discovery. Modern approaches lean heavily on frameworks like the RIASAC model. Now, that stands for realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional. Think of it as an educational compass. It helps students recognize their natural talents and really bridges the gap between what they're studying and high-growth professional roles in the real world. That brings us to section 3, tech wizards and healers, exploring those digital realms and hospitals. Let's step into the realm of the tech wizards first. We're talking about roles like AI builders and cyber guards. The work environment here is incredibly modern. Working in cozy offices or even right from a living room surrounded by huge screens. The obvious pro, you literally get to build robots and shape the digital future. But we have to teach students the trade-offs too. It definitely involves a whole lot of sitting and screen time. So we usually ask students to do a quick self-discovery check here. Are you the kind of person who just loves puzzles? Do you build insanely complex Lego structures and enjoy solving mysteries? If you're nodding your head right now, you might just be a natural-born tech wizard. Now, jumping over to a vastly different realm, we have the lifesavers, your surgeons, nurses, and vets. The environment completely shifts to clinical, highly cooperative hospital settings. The major pro here is immense. You get to be a real-life hero helping people or animals feel better. But wow, the resilience required is extremely high. Students really need to know going in that they'll be facing germs, high-stress situations, and yeah, those tough overnight shifts. The guiding question for this one really comes down to empathy. If a student's true, deep-down passion is taking care of others, and they're just naturally drawn to helping their friends or tending to pets, this incredibly fulfilling path of healing is very likely their perfect fit. All right, let's roll into section 4, defenders and planet protectors, heading out to the oceans and green hills. Get ready for the super defenders. Think Navy officers and intelligence agents. The environment here is vast, taking professionals out to huge ships at sea or secret overseas bases. The pros are highly appealing to adventurous students, right? Using super cool advanced gear and traveling the entire globe. But the sacrifice is significant. It requires spending long periods of time away from home. This path definitely requires a very specific personality type. We're looking for students who thrive in highly structured environments, love being outdoors, appreciate clear rules, and just excel in large cohesive teams. For them, joining the Super Defenders could be an absolute calling. And finally, we meet our fourth big group, the Planet Protectors. These are your green engineers and builders. Their environment is right outside in the fresh air, building massive things like giant wind turbines and solar panels up on green hills. The ultimate reward is incredible. You are quite literally helping to save the Earth from getting too hot. The cons? Well, you've got to be completely willing to get your hands dirty and, occasionally, work out in the pouring green. So here's the final compass check. Do you love fixing broken toys? Are you constantly out in nature getting your hands dirty? If that's where your true passions lie, you, my friend, are a natural-born planet protector. Okay, let's zoom out a bit for Section 5, Cultivating Your Durable Skills, the Tools for the Journey. Because honestly, no matter which adventure path a student chooses, whether they are behind a screen, rushing around a hospital, stationed on a ship, or building a wind turbine, modern education emphasizes cultivating these absolutely crucial, durable skills. We're talking specifically about creativity and problem solving. Look, these aren't just corporate buzzwords. They are the essential, everyday tools that will guarantee a rewarding, adaptable life in literally any sector you can think of. So how do we actually build those skills? Well, educators recommend following these practical, super adaptable steps to thoughtfully construct the future. Step 1, you engage in the exact kind of self-discovery we've been doing today. Step 2 is creating career vision boards to really visualize those goals. And Step 3 leads all the way up to crafting a solid, skill-based resume. And what's fantastic is that these educational tools are completely adaptable for different age groups, empowering students at literally any stage to take the wheel of their own journey. Which leads us perfectly into our final stop, Section 6, Discovering Your Unique Superpower, the Ultimate Goal. It really all boils down to this one incredible core message. Every job is like a superpower. Some people use their brains to code, some use their hearts to heal, and some use their hands to build. A career isn't just some boring way to pass the time until the weekend. It's the totally unique superpower a student uses to leave their mark on the world. So we've mapped out the tools, we've talked about those durable skills, and explored some seriously exciting high-growth paths. But we are left with the absolute most vital question to ask the next generation. Whether they're meant to be a tech wizard, a lifesaver, a super defender, or a planet protector, the big question we have to help them answer is, what is your adventure? Let's help them start exploring that today.